I think
So,
so.
Brig, now that I've
Yeah.
gone nostalgic, what did you watch this week?
Okay, so I wanted a game I don't remember.
Okay.
I wanted a fresh one-off game, and I was, let's see, in 1991 I was 4, so
Mm-hmm.
no chance of me remembering this game. But
Mm-hmm.
this I watched the 1991 World Series Game 7, Twins Braves
Nice.
in the Metrodome or whatever they called it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Homer Dome.
Metrodome. The Homer, yeah, right. The Homer Dome.
It's the Homer Metrodome.
Dude, I
I'll
hated
look
it.
up the name while you talk, but yeah, it's
No,
something to do with that.
it's the I got it right here. It's the H. Humphrey Metrodome. Hubert H.
Yeah, the
Humphrey
Humphrey
Metrodome.
Metrodome. Yeah.
Yeah. With that carpet
Mm-hmm.
that was
And the
this
baggie in
weird
right
green. Yeah. The whole thing was weird. Like it's funny that you brought up a crappy field in your nostalgic game this year or to this week, and I did too. I brought up a crappy field. I know there are Twins fans out there who love the Metrodome. I know that.
Oh yeah, there's Mariner fans. They love the Kingdom.
I know. But the rest of baseball is like, what? Why? That's all. That's all I'm saying. So keep your memories, and that's wonderful, but let's all acknowledge that a trop situation has been around for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
The important context here, there are a couple things you got to know. Kirby Puckett is the man at this time, okay, which we all knew, but he walks it off to force a Game 7 with a walk-off homer, okay, in Game 6. Mm-hmm. It was just absolutely epic. So we go to the Metrodome Game 7, and the starting pitchers are John Smoltz for the Braves and Jack Morris for Minnesota. Now, the reason that's important, not only did they start, and it's fact, but John Smoltz grew up watching Jack Morris. In fact, Jack Morris was John Smoltz's idol, was his hero growing up. He would sit there and watch Jack Morris play, and then he would go outside and try to pitch like Jack Morris when he was a kid.
Nice.
So here they are facing each other in Game 7 of the World Series. That's amazing. And Smoltz, who's now in the Hall of Fame, had just a real crappy second half that 91 season. Super young guy at the time. Morris is in the peak of his career, just right at the pinnacle. And the game goes scoreless through 7. Just get that out of the way, okay? Scoreless through 7. It's absolutely ridiculous. Then in the 8th inning, there's a 3-2-3 double play, which is amazing. Ground ball to first base. First base throws to home. The catcher throws back to first base. Double play. Literally amazing. If you haven't seen that, you got to go see that. All right. Then Smoltz gives up a base hit, and Bobby Cox come out with the hook and takes him out in the 8th. Okay, he went 7 1/3. They pull him out, and this is back when pitchers got to pitch, So then they go a double play, retires the bottom of the 8th. Scoreless. Okay, then nothing happens other than phenomenal pitching through the 10th inning, all the way through the bottom of the 10th inning. And you're sitting there like, wow, this is great, right? This is amazing. It's a clinic. And guess who is still pitching for Minnesota? It's Jack Morris. He's still in there.
Of course, because they went 200 pitches back then.
I know. It's amazing. So in the bottom of the 10th, with Pena on the mound for Atlanta, he throws a fly ball to shallow left, and that puts runners on, okay? And then Minnesota bunts up the third baseline. Again, we both picked a game with a bunt in it, to like a pivotal one.
Yeah.
Because those are the best ones. I just love small ball. So
yeah.
A bunt up the third baseline advances the go-ahead runner all the way to third base. Now we got the go-ahead runner on third base. Bottom of the 10th inning. Then they the Braves intentionally walk Kirby Puckett and whoever was out next to load the bases, and you're sitting there thinking, now just what in the heck is going on here? Why would you load the bases scoreless? Oh my word, it was absolutely.
So they walked
ridiculous.
Kirby Puckett and Kent Urbeck.
Yeah, Kent Urbeck. I've got the thing pulled up here, but I like my notes better. Thanks, Brad. Just kidding. Yes, Kent Urbeck. So then they get a base hit to left center. Gene Larkin walks it off. Twins win 1-0. It's like in the bottom of the 10th at home, Game 7 of the World Series on carpet. Jack Morris is John Smoltz' hero. It's fantastic. Like the stories. The game itself was great if you love great pitching, but the stories are the best part of baseball every single time. And this game was full of great stories. Jack Morris said he got a standing ovation when he walked on the field after warm-ups.
Wow.
The crowd was just going crazy. Kirby Puckett, same thing. People were chanting Kirby Puckett's name on his way in, especially after a Game 6 walk-off to force a Game 7, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, fantastic. Jack Morris pitched the entire game, bro, all the way through the bottom of the 10th inning.
It's insane. That's so much. I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah, he threw 126 pitches.
Yeah. Stop looking at thebaseballreference.com because I have a trivia question for you. I have a trivia question for you.
All right. I'll look away.
Jack Morris. See, I get to quiz you. It's fun. I now know why you do it. Jack Morris.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack Morris was selected in the 5th inning by Detroit in 1976 draft. Okay.
The fifth round of the draft?
Yeah, sorry, 5th round of the 76 draft by Detroit. Out of which university baseball program?
Oof. I'm just gonna throw one out there and say UCLA.
No, I'll give you one more guess if you want it. That is inaccurate.
Can you give me a hint? Because that's a pretty broad question.
It would not be it's unexpected.
Unexpected. I'm going to say some JUCO somewhere.
Brigham Young University.
No way.
Yeah, dude, I did not know that.
Well, you know what, though? I mean, that means that BYU had 2 alumni with wins, like, back-to-back.
Yep.
Because Rick Aguilera won Game 6, and he came out of BYU, too.
He did.
Yeah, and I saw him a couple years ago.
Did you really?
When I was at Target Field for a conference.
Oh, that's right.
And so I got to cover the game. I was in the press box. I was talking to the press box secretary, and I was doing an interview with her because she's been there for like forever, and she was super cool to talk to. But he went walking through. She's like, "Do you know who that was?" I was like, "Yeah, that's Rick Aguilera." She's like, "You sure know your baseball players?" Like, I had like 10 of his baseball cards growing up. That's the only reason I know. I don't ever remember watching him, but I remember the face and I remember the name for sure.
Totally. Well, I'm from Provo, Orem, Utah, so like,
right, yeah,
BYU is
that's
a huge deal. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's cool.
So anyway, Jack Morris, BYU grad. BYU alumnus, alumni, whatever you call it.
I did not know that about Jack Morris.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't either until I was looking it up for this show. But that was a really cool nugget.
Very interesting.